Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Lola's farm. We got a really excited day today. We are moving on from the solar kiln. We've been working on the solar kiln for a little over a month now. But what we're really excited for is to get working again on the A-frame house.
It's not them.
We have two projects we need to do first before we get started on building the house again. Number one, our generator's kind of crap the bed. It runs, but the voltage is all over the place. Second thing is I have to make sure Rodrigo's still alive. He texted us last night that he heard a scary voice. Oh, I see him!
I'm still alive!
Did you take care of the big, scary man?
I don't know what it was, but it was very scary, bro. The screams, bro! 4 times.
For real?
For real.
No jokes aside.
No jokes aside. No jokes aside. Why do you think I wrote in the
I wanted to go and look, and you didn't want to go look.
Bro, I was so scared. I was under my blanket.
So the problem we've been having is the voltage has been all over the place. It goes up to 220 volts and then drops down to 70 and then goes up to 80 and drops down to 70. So this device regulates the voltage. And I think this might be it. Not 100% sure, but sometimes you just gotta take your best guess and go for it. And I'm very embarrassed to say that if this was 3 years ago, or if we were in the States, I'd put this out on the side of the road and just say, free, and get a new one. That's just how we used to operate in the States. We kind of learned is when something breaks, you just throw it out and buy a new one. Because hiring a repairman is just way too expensive. I know it's been a minute since you guys have seen the foundation last. Rodrigo's been down here working on this while we've been working on the kiln. And here's what we got. The foundation is 100% done. We are not doing any more cement. We're not putting any more cement in the ground. We are done. But now we need to get ready to start going vertical with some steel beams. So what we need to do is take these metal plates and weld them in place.
Do you guys want to take a shower? I got plenty.
So this is gonna be the first weld out of many welds that we're gonna be doing on Rodrigo's house. Most of the structure, most of the framing of Rodrigo's structure is gonna be made out of metal. But I'm looking at Jor doing all this welding and I'm like, all right, I think it might be time for me to hop on there. But first things first, I gotta get my special, super protective respirator. Because we don't want Sadie getting any of those fumes. My love, do you know what this means?
Go for it, honey.
Yeah, baby. I always laugh because sometimes with Jordan, there's a method to his madness. Other times, not so much.
What did I do?
I just find it funny how you start at that one. Of all the ones to start with, like you would think you'd start like at the top one up there, you know, instead of the middle,
Honey,
the middle row.
When you realize you're wrong, I just want you to call yourself a pendejo.
Love you. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying it's funny how there's no method to his madness. He's like, all right, let's start with this one.
Are you ready for the method?
There's no...
Put that camera on me. That row's already done.
The top row?
Yeah, so we're going this way.
The top row's already welded?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's less welding for me to do today?
Yeah.
Well, that's some friggin' bullshit.
Wait, you have to call yourself a pendejo now.
I never said that you were wrong.
Oh, sorry, pendeja.
I am a pendeja.
This is the light nose.
The what?
The light, do you remember I told you that we're gonna do like a cup complete?
We're doing caballos out of the channels. Are we taking the channels and putting it on top?
over here.
Oh, like gas.
Might be his heart.
Now that maybe I was for a long time.
This is what we're gonna call it, you guys. It is downpouring. We got all the beams, the vertical beams cut, but we can't weld them in because it's downpouring and we're gonna break the welder, so we gotta call it here.
We're gonna go to the beach tomorrow, bro. We're not gonna work tomorrow. That's what you told me.
You're gonna go to the beach.
Well, if he's going to the beach, I'm also going to the beach because I could go for a saltwater swim.
All right, I'll just build your house for you.
Alright, that's a good deal.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Look how sweet he is. It's like a teddy, but bug form.
Honey, it's a bug. This isn't cute.
Yeah, but it's like a teddy bear.
How about the golden thing? You just made it. Right?
Ouch!
Take it.
I killed it.
Nah.
I've been trying to spend my mornings with a little bit of stretching and just slight exercises just to keep my body strong. I feel like now that I'm inching towards the end of my second trimester, I feel like my body's been dragging a little bit. I've been starting to feel a little bit of back pain, a little bit of ligament pain. So today is a very big day. Why is it a big day?
We're going
honey buns?
vertical, honey.
We are going vertical, baby. All of the little metal plates are welded on. So now we're gonna be putting these beams vertically, like so, welding them to the plate, and then eventually we'll be able to put the framing all the way around.
We have checked to make sure that these string lines are square and that the measurements are right to the millimeter, probably 20 times. And now we're doing it one last time because we're putting the beams in, and we want to make sure that everything is so perfect, because if it's off here, if it's off at this moment, it's going to be off for the rest of the build. For this one we want 6 meters and we're right on. And then for this one we want 6.97 and then 6. Perfect. And then 6.97. Perfect.
Got it.
We're ready, baby. We're going vertical. Right there is good. What's that?
Rodrigo's birthday cake.
Woo! We did it! Just in time. The rain just arrived. And we got the whole perimeter of beams completely welded in. So we just have these last two that are in the middle. And I think tomorrow we're gonna be able to start putting up the horizontal beams, which is so exciting. And it's really gonna start to look not like a home, but maybe a foundation of a home. I do have to say that Jordan was right. It's very true that there's really not a whole lot that makes a pregnant woman happy. The most important thing is just some really good food. Luckily, I like to cook. So today, no, it is not Tuesday, but we're having tacos. If that is not the sexiest taco you've ever seen, not to toot my own horn here, I think that looks pretty damn good. I mean, tacos, come on, they're pretty darn simple. got a beautiful morning up here on Lola's farm. I got lots of the typical farm chores to do this morning, and while I do those, I'm gonna be telling you guys a little bit about the sponsor of our video today, which is Surfshark. Hi babies, come on. So if you guys have been watching us for a while now, you know that we've been talking about Surfshark for well over a year now. So at this point, you guys already know that they're a VPN company. You know that they keep all of your private information safe. And because this year contract is coming to an end, we just want to tell you guys a little bit more of what Surfshark has meant for us over the last year. Sponsorships are so important for us because they allow us to do things like buy this land, buy these animals, feed our animals, pay the people that are helping us build all of this up, and especially help Rodrigo pay for his house. So if you guys remember, a little over a year ago, there was so much fear and unknown going around. And at that point, we were ready to pump the brakes on this entire project. But then when Surfshark came around and decided to sign a year-long contract with us, it gave us the reassurance to keep going. And we are so incredibly thankful for that. So the reason I'm telling you guys this is if you're looking for, So the reason why I'm telling you guys all this is that if you're looking for a VPN, we would hope that you guys would want to try out Surfshark because they've been supporting us for so long. So just to let you guys know, they have a discount going on right now for 83% off and 3 extra months for free. So you can use the code Nomadic, click the link in our description box below, and thank you so much Surfshark for sponsoring these videos and all the other videos you've been sponsoring for the last year.
Come on, sweetie, let's go for a walk. Come on. Come on.
It's been one of those mornings, you know?
Dogs are running around everywhere.
They're ripping the trash open. Sometimes shiz just happens. Things aren't going your way, but all you can do is breathe through it.
We just took a couple deep breaths. We just said, like, all right, hold on, let's just take a couple deep breaths. And now we're gonna get to work. So we're getting all these beams level. We're actually gonna start to see the structure come together today. We are gonna have all the floor supports all done. So step number 1 is just getting all the beams that the floor supports are gonna rest on perfectly level. These vertical pieces are almost ready. We're just welding this 1/2-inch steel plate on top. And then on top of that are gonna go these really big beams. These are C-beams.
That's not the most beautiful level I ever seen. You've ever seen. I mean, I've never seen anything so beautiful before. That is just picture perfect, let me tell you. Don't see anything like it. Never seen anything like it.
What?
I don't know. Honey, this is a big step for you.
You taught me well, sweetie. Look, you gotta do the head banging for a little bit.
You gotta do the flip flop.
You know, look at this, and some Pantera.
Yeah, look at you. All right, let's see. Oh, that's not how I do it.
And then you wrap it around.
Oh wow, love! Look at you getting creative.
Is that it?
I mean, it's a way.
Bum. All right, we just gotta lift it up now. I think on top of this. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, my shirt's stuck. Hold on, my shirt's stuck. Ah! All right. 3, 2, 1.
for Sadie.
I can't, honey.
For Sadie.
Ah! Yeah, let's get it up on the side, and then we'll get it flush on that end.
So sick. So now it's time to fit the beams going across to connect the two that we already have up. So now what we need to do, what Jordan just did, was he basically cut out these two squares so that it fits in to the C-shape beams that we already have.
I was making the weirdest face this whole time because I had to sneeze and went back in. It's all right.
It's all right.
Right there. Okay. Yeah.
Get the whip. Got it.
Check this out right now, you guys. Look at this. We built 3 sides of a box. We've run out of metal. The hardware store in town only had 4 of these beams. So we gotta go down to the city now, unfortunately, to buy 5 more. The bad news is it's an hour down there and an hour back. The good news is these beams are significantly cheaper there, significantly less expensive. If you're wondering how much this stuff is costing, at the hardware store in town, each one of these beams, they're 6 meters long or 18 feet, and they're $150. But down in the city, they're like $105. So pretty decent savings going down there. Unfortunately, there is a cost with, of course, gas and the amount of time we spend going down there. But because we gotta go get 5 of them, totally makes sense. It's a story.
Those are some big carriolas.
Sí, nosotros estamos trayendo varias cosas de...
It still blows my mind every day when we go out to shower that all of that water has been collected from the rain. And you kind of forget about it. Like once it becomes like the norm, you kind of forget that that's where your water's coming from. And especially now, we can take long hot showers because it's rainy season. It is the heart of rainy season. So our tanks are completely full to the point where they're almost overflowing every other day when we get a huge rainstorm. So I gotta say that is probably one of the coolest aspects of the whole off-grid thing. Lovey, that was...
I'm naked, sweetie.
Lovey, you can't see anything.
I know, but...
Alright,
Coffee looks at all this stuff.
I know, I'm gonna film just from your hips up.
We can only just get to cut this out. Kake looks at all this footage. By the way, if you guys don't know, we put all the behind the scenes on Patreon, and Kake edits our behind the scenes episodes, so Kake, I hope you didn't see my...
It's great having all these materials, all these huge heavy metal beams, and look at Look at all these carriolas behind me. But what's not good is we have to carry them all the way down there. And wondering why we don't just load them up in the truck. Well, I'm trying to bring the truck down there as little as possible because we need that car, and I want to try to put as little stress on it as possible, and continuously bringing materials up and down is just gonna, especially heavy ones, it's just gonna break it real quick. We've been having a minor heart attack because we realized last night that the beams that we brought all the way up from the city, that we lugged all the way up here, this flange is 2 inches, and on the other ones that we had, this one is 3 inches. And we didn't know which one was correct because the name of these beams in the architecture plans are C6 by 8.2, which means what I believe is C6 is a 6-inch channel by 8.2, which is 8.2 pounds per linear foot. And we didn't know which one was correct. And our architect wasn't really sure either. And what we found out this morning was these small beams that we got yesterday are actually correct and the big ones are wrong, which actually isn't that bad of a problem. We decided after talking with the architect that we can just keep going as is. At least we don't have to cut all these beams out because this was $500 worth of metal.
So we have our first official box completely done. So all 4 sides of the foundation are completely up. Rodrigo's just finishing welding them. And it's also amazing too because Enrique and Iberto have been focusing on filling all of the holes and the ditches that we had. So it's been really nice walking around here, not feeling like I'm gonna fall into a ditch every 5 seconds. So the first middle beam, or cross beam, I guess you could say, is going in. So they're just placing it in now. Hopefully it fits like a glove. You can kind of see all these crazy cuts that we have to make to fit it right in, just like a puzzle piece. Whew.
You good there? Hold it tight. I'm gonna push it.
Push it.
So it's about 2 o'clock. The rain just hit. We've been pretty lucky the last couple days. It hasn't been coming till late afternoon. But the boys, they're being relentless right now. And they have a tarp set up. You can see the smoke. And they're welding underneath this tarp because we're just trying to get as much as we can done, whether it's raining or not. I feel like if we decide to just stop every day when it's raining, when there's, you know, ways around it by just throwing a tarp over the and now I am talking nonsense. All right.
We can't do any more, we're calling it a day. It's downpouring. It was a brutal day. I lit myself on fire. I got some beams in. Moving 200-pound beams around is challenging, but progress is pretty good for the day. That base up in the square there, so you can actually see what this house is gonna look like. Do you wanna go for a walk outside?
You wanna go for a walk outside?
We're just banging out our evening walk. We just brought Lola with us this time because the puppies harassed her the whole time. And she ends up just like running away and walking alongside us up on this cliff.
Yeah.
So we wanted to enjoy this one with her. She's loving it. But this is where we're gonna let you guys go.
We love you guys so much. We'll see you guys on the next one.